just thought we were going to make a clothing brand. That was really what the idea was. It kind of happened naturally, if that makes sense. I didn't have like a roadmap or like a destination in mind. And it just become what it is today. It's not a plan. It's so much more than just a woman's riding shirt company. So much more than that. Motorcycles quite literally changed my life, and it kind of sounds corny, but I feel like I owe the community back for that. It's funny because I don't know that it was any one person or one race or one ride or one moment. It was every race and every person and every moment. And those people don't even know the impact. And it might have just been an event where someone smiled and said hello, or, something small. But collectively, I felt so good there with those people. And yeah, I feel like I owe something back. September 2018 was the first month that we dropped clothes. I originally started it with a business partner of mine who I bought out about a year later. I didn't stunt. I didn't know anything. I mean, my husband stunted and some of my friends did, but it wasn't something that I was passionate about. It wasn't something that I understood. It wasn't something that I did.
Welcome, everybody! Woo! This is so amazing. I had no idea how many people would turn out.
I was a mortgage broker for 12 years. And I was good at it. And I was miserable.
I started riding Harleys in 2017, and I was the second female stunt rider on a Harley-Davidson in the country. When Krista came to me and asked me if I wanted to do a girls' stunt show with Delu Crew, I told her that she's probably the perfect person to put this together, and what she has done with Della Crew is literally changing the game. I have never been in the same vicinity as this many female stunt riders my entire stunt career.
It's just to see how many more females are in the sport, but just Harley and stunting in general. It's amazing. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, did we do that? You know what I mean? Because me and Drea, man, when we started, there weren't that many girls, but there's a lot of females now. when I first started stunting, there was a handful of females doing it throughout the world, like maybe 10 throughout worldwide, 15 worldwide. And now there are just so many. It's amazing because like Krista's killing it out there on getting people together, sponsors making the whole plan and the brain of it. And everyone has their piece that they're putting into the pie, and together it's this wonderful thing.
Krista has honestly brought me back into stunt riding. 2021 to 2023, I had retired. I was honestly kind of just over the stunt scene. It was very negative. I was in a really bad car accident in 2020. And when Krista called me I think it was the end of 22, the beginning of 23, she's like, you want to make this all-female stunt movie with me? And I was like, yeah, I do. It literally brought back that spark that I was missing. And I honestly, her and Jason Poland, I owe so much to my career. Like, Jason got me into doing all of this. He helped me with the roll bike. He's built my Harley. He's literally taught me everything that I know. And then Krista brought back that spark that I had lost.
I was 20 years old when I wheelied the Harley, but I was 19 when I was trying. I tried for like 8 months, couldn't do it. I first became interested in the Harley stunt riding when I saw someone else wheelie a Harley. I thought it was so crazy. It's something you never see. And then once I saw other females doing it, it inspired me so much to think that I can do it myself. It's really showing people from all ages, from all different states, everywhere, even different countries at this point, that we can do it. Like, you can literally be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do.
I got my motorcycle license in March of 2018, and we started Della in September of 2018. For so many years, I like ignored my feelings and did things to cover them up and disguise them or numb them. So yeah, I'd like lost touch with myself. And in that 6 months, I discovered myself, and in many ways, but the most of all through getting my motorcycle license. As soon as I started to feel good about myself, because it had been like a while since I had felt that way, there was a lot of guilt and shame with how I was like living before. And I just immediately wanted other people to feel that. And I was like just talking like people's ear off about motorcycles, because I was just like, how did I not know this was the key to life?
Let me set the record straight for a minute. Hate, I get it, say it with them. I don't give a I'm cool with it. Play and peep the fans with them. Yeah, they gon' remember mine. Yeah, you and I, they already. He an outlaw getting off when he calls envy. Hit the peanut gallery, they all jelly. Yeah, they gon' remember mine. Yeah. We let them say what they gon' say.
My only influences at that time period was Brett, Jesse Ryan, Sean Miller, and they all stunted.
Reminded, holla at your Siri, ask who I'm. You can find them on the app. Yeah, they call me Peaky Blinders. You bet your bottom dollar I'm a classic. 64 Impala, me, I bend the plug. Plead the fifth when the name they get brought up.
They were so welcoming and so great. I felt like cared for and taken care of. And welcomed.
They remember my name. Yeah. They gon' remember my. Yeah. I've been making y'all believe they remember my name. We ain't not the same, no. Real since day one and I ain't.
That's when I realized how great motorcycles was leading to these new connections with these really amazing people.
funny story is that I met Jason, and he was trying to show off for me because we were courting, and he was like, "Come check out what I do," and I was like, "Ooh, okay, right? Like some guy show off for you, okay, whatever." And then I went, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Like that's he's a master at something." There's a big amount of respect that came knowing that this person, man, woman, child, whatever, has put that much time into anything to become that good at it. He put me on a bike because I wanted to learn, and then I don't know what happened. Especially now for us that we're older, like this is now. The time to strike is now, and it's not going to be later on. Because I have like the work persona and then this other persona. And now that it's like balancing the whole getting back from being pregnant and then having the baby. I wasn't writing for a while. It's very, very hard. And we're older, and we forgot how hard it is to have a newborn. Like, it's hard. And, we're just trying to get everything back into the fold of like a routine, having energy. Harley just started kindergarten this year. And so not only is we're new parents with starting kindergarten, but it's like a very rigorous schedule. Like, it's a lot. So, yeah, I'm hanging on by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. We just make it happen because if it's important to you, you just make it happen.
My husband and I started stunt riding together. Yeah, we actually set up our stunt bikes and learned how to stunt ride together. Just naturally ended up at the stunt spot all the time with him. So we would go every single day. And I either had a choice, either sit and watch all day or ride with my boyfriend. This is back in 2012. He initiated everything. He talked me into giving him my only $500 I had at the time. And I didn't want to give it to him at first. And it's crazy thinking back because I wonder what would have happened if I never gave him that $500.
Yeah, I need to do this. I saved up money and I think I saved up $2,000 and I handed it to Jason and I said, please build me my Harley. So I bought all the parts, all the stunt parts, and I'd send them to his house. I started on the 50 and I worked my way up to different size bikes. By the time I got to my 250, I'd picked a CRF 250 and they just didn't have a lot of stunt parts. And Jason had built one for Ange and he had to make so many custom parts that he was like, I'm not gonna build you that either. So let's just get you a Harley. I started this whole stunt journey on the roll bike. So after that main accident I had, Jason was like, hey, I see your passion and you want to ride this motorcycle. And I was like, okay, yeah, I really need to do this. And so over the last 12 years now, I'm the only female to roll a double, a triple, and a quadruple roll. I'm also the only female to roll through fire. I've had my bar lit on fire. It's really cool feeling to know that I'm really the only chick to be doing this so far.
When there's not many girls doing what we're doing, it's very easy to want to have this hypothetical, imaginary top spot that is not even real. When I was trying to be the best female stunt rider in the country, that was my goal for so many years, I was literally just dragging myself through the mud. It wasn't the chick that I was competing against. I wasn't hurting her. I was literally like every single day hurting myself. It's emotional. You think you want to be the best. You think it's going to make you feel better, but it doesn't. The better you are, the more expectations people have on you. No longer is second place good enough. Like, if you're not first place, it's not like, who are you? And so it's like, women do just, man, we gotta stop. And honestly, joining the team with the Della Crew chicks, and it's an amazing experience. Doing the show the other day with them, and it's not you would think it would be a competition, and that's what I was worried about. I was worried that it would be like, oh, look at me, look at what I can do over her, because that's how it's been my entire riding career.
Chris, they're gonna go do a few wheelies out, just the two. Then Drea's going out, circle burnouts, rolling.
But
burnouts,
every single time before the show, we have a writers meeting, and we're all talking about our insecurities. Like, we help each other. Like, don't worry, I'll hold it down with the wheelies. You do the burnouts, I'll do the wheelies on here, and then we'll switch bikes and I could do this, you can do that, you do the roll bike. Like, we make up for each other's lacking, and as a whole, we're just so much more powerful.
I think all of Delu Crew is the best female stunt riders in the U.S., you know, so.
To be honest, the girls are way cooler to watch. But yeah, all the girls, freaking gnarly, dude. It's like, I'm sure everybody at that stunt show today was freaking out because nobody really knows. And you have, what, 6 of the best girls in the world at Westworld today.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies.
The women doing that on Harleys is, a lot of people don't know about it. And yeah, to see a girl like Dizzy throwing her out of Dyna now, freaking 700-pound bike, it's crazy. It's not normal at all.
Drea and Dizzy, Becca, like these girls aren't huge, you know, they're tiny little girls and they're just throwing that bike around like it's nothing.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. It's crazy. And I feel like a lot of them, like Dizzy, she's kind of just getting started too. So.
We about to change the game.
Like, I think the girls as a team and as a collective are breaking that stereotype, because it's like, oh, here's a couple, 3 or 4 moms that are, they're out here riding these Harleys and making noise, but then they're going home and they're taking care of their kids and doing whatever, going to their job, and and then you got the young, like Dizzy, she's like young and bubbly and like not scary at all.
We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. We about to change the game. We about to change the game. Let's go.
got the Della Crew in the house. The ladies Harley-Davidson.
I think the women joining is great. Like, you know, it's just, I think there's a place for them all and it's perfect, and it's just bringing more hype, and, you know, like, it's definitely like kind of a man's world, man's sport sort of thing. And so you'd be out at these events, it'd be all guys, and now the women are getting it, women are doing their own shows, and so there's all these chicks coming and all these young girls that are like maybe gonna get into motorcycle riding now because of it, and I think it's perfect. Like, it's just the way it should go.
I see a lot more girls wanting to get into the Harley thing. I don't think a lot of them really want to stunt ride. I mean, they do. I don't think they're really going to go to the extent that those girls are going to. But I feel like it is getting a lot more people into stunt riding. It just brings another side of entertainment too. I mean, it's just crazy seeing girls do that on Harleys.
I've noticed that there's more and more female stunt riders. And not only stunt riders, there's just more females that are riding. They're usually in the back of the bikes, like back in the days, you know, like you've never really seen any females as riding. I mean, you'll see them here and there, but you know, it's just crazy to see how much is blown up.
It's kind of taking it by storm, because at least after, you know, this one and last year's out in Vegas, a lot of girls came out to, you know, watch it, and especially a lot of kids. So it's gonna get bigger and bigger. It's getting crazier every time.
I think I've been really lucky. I don't know that I've encountered anyone in the motorcycle community that has not been supportive. And I'm really grateful for that. And there's been men and women and stunt riders and non-stunt riders and really pivotal people in the community and new people in the community. And each one of them has welcomed me with open arms and been supportive of what I'm doing at that time. And so being met with that has allowed me to then pass it on. Like, it feels congruent, and it feels like I was demonstrated when entering this community. That's how we do it. And that's how I will continue to do it for the people that are coming after me, because it's so valuable to me.
Motorcycle, give me playback on a vinyl and some cheap aviators from 65. Give me snakeskin boots, skull swaying like a nuisance.
I was inspired by women when I started riding, or right before I started riding. And those women I mostly found on Instagram, and the ones that were leading with those mindsets and those values of being inclusive, I was immediately drawn to. Out there on a motorcycle, and you are approachable and friendly and welcoming and encouraging of other women, then other women will join us.
Bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say wow.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
And I didn't cry this time.
No, I was trying so hard not to many times.
I'm so happy I didn't cry this time.
Say wow, wow. Bad girls, bad wow. Bad girls make them say wow. Bad girls make them say wow, 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 wow. Bad girls, bad wow.
I mean, it's how Krista gets Drea, because she's got some muscle on her, man. You don't want to piss off that little shorty. Yeah, she'd probably take me out. At first glance, you think I've got her. Bets are probably all on me. I got it like a foot on her.
You want to sit beside me, Nate? Is that what you're doing? Oh, don't use that knee down. Put the other knee down.
No, it's okay. I have to get used to it.
It's funny now, like, just to think like we've come so full circle, and like here I am holding her new baby while she's riding her stunt show today, calling it Della's daycare. And we neither of us had any idea what our friendship would blossom into.
It's really cool to be on a stunt team with other mothers, because when they bring their children, my kids are happy to be there. They play together, they're riding their bikes together, they get to be a part of the show, especially with little Harley and my girls, Bria and Kylie. They'll go out there and do a show together on their Stasics, or, you know, and Harley likes to rip on her little go-kart. And Bruce is building Bria and Kylie one, so they're going to be able to do shows together. It's going to be so sick, and it's just, we're building a family.
I would just love to see more women ride and just have fun with it and bring their kids to their lot like what we do. It's a whole family event. Get the kids on the bike, bring the whole family, have fun, and just enjoy the moment.
Get off the TV, get off the tablets, get outside, play bicycles, motorbike, drift cars, whatever, just get outside and do something. One of our pipe dreams is to have a Pullman's Playground where we can have Jason teach bicycles, motorcycles, drifting, and just share his love of things outrageous with everyone, but also like wrenching on bicycles and just the basic stuff, because that's teaching young kids at a basic age the basics of life.
It's cool to have this kind of platform and make videos like this to show people like, damn, these guys are like actually doing something. You know, it's not just a bunch of hooligans causing a ruckus. So it's, yeah, I think it's really, really sweet.
Honestly, I give it all to my wife. She's holding it down big time, so she's my main sponsor.
I could not have 3 children and drive my motorcycle all over the continent and. So like what I'm doing, I could not do without him.
I think the boys should be scared because we're on the come up.